We laughed just a little too long.
So there was a guy in the diner earlier, and he was wearing like a black T-shirt. I thought it was like a skinhead. I thought he was like looking at our, giving our table like weird looks. And then I realized he's not a skinhead. He's wearing a Stevie Nicks T-shirt.
Saw that. Saw him walk in.
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks T-shirt with a blazer.
Oh, I didn't see the blazer.
Yeah,
That
the
doesn't mean
blazer.
anything. I mean, technically, Stevie Nicks is white, so a skinhead would be fine with Stevie Nicks.
Probably, but a skinhead who likes dicks would be even more fine with Stevie Nicks.
Skinny
much
who
more
likes dicks
confusing.
is fine with Stevie Nicks.
This is the Darkside Records and Gallery Podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Darkside Records Podcast. I'm shortening it now. I'm taking off the and gallery. What with us getting a new website.
That's right.
A new not a new website, new.com.
New.com. New domain.
That's right. We got a new domain. It is, of course, darksiderecords.com.
With a Z? With a Z? Did you?
No
No
Z. Don't confuse people. Welcome, everyone, to the Darkside Records Podcast. This is, of course, a podcast where we discuss music industry, vinyl, records, live music,
All of that sometimes.
Motorcycle noises,
poop, farting,
dicks.
cheese.
When we talked
Hentai.
about cheese.
Do,
We've
do
never
we?
discussed
Have we ever
cheese.
talked about hentai?
I don't know, probably.
Probably.
Maybe,
Okay.
I don't know. But we'll put it on the list.
It is, of course, brought to you by the good folks at Darkside Records, located at 611 Dutchess Turnpike in Poughkeepsie. I'm
That's us.
JB.
I'm Berto.
I'm JJ.
And this is our Record Store Day Recap podcast. This is our our yearly our annual podcast, and it's actually, as of the time of this recording, it is the morning after Record Store Day.
The morning after.
Yep.
We're all we're sore in some very sensitive areas.
That's just because I smacked in the ass with some poly sleeves.
Look, as I warned you, whenever you smack me in the ass, just remember that's where poop comes from. So you're rolling the dice every
never,
time.
What do you mean warned me? I've never done it before.
Yeah.
Now I know, but prior to this, there was no warning.
That's what I think about. Like, whenever you smack someone in the ass, just remember, like, that's a risky gamble. You're running the gamut.
It's
there.
not that.
I feel
People
like there's a
don't
lot
have that
more
much
risky
more bowel
behaviors
control.
people do with assholes than smacking.
I'm just saying, you don't. Maybe somebody had really bad Taco Bell, and you don't know, and then boom, you're in shit town.
Kaplooey. There we are.
So it's the morning after Record Store Day, and we just wanted to give a quick intro to this podcast here. We have a bunch of clips lined up. We interviewed a bunch of bands who played. Of course, the first people in line, Mike and Laura Withrow.
Some real dedication.
Out of those two. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was pinned down by ornery customers, looking around for JB for backup. He's sitting up here on a couch.
No one was ornery. You were ornery.
Listen, that's a very fine line.
He
I
also,
think my
wa-
orneriness caused orneriness.
he also wasn't very pinned down. Let's be real.
Yeah, I cleaned behind that counter. There was nothing around
So-
you.
Shut up.
And you had a good, 32-inch buffer between.
Well, yeah. Some of them were leaners.
And I was the only one who was in a room that had couches. So if anything was going to happen,
It's going to happen up here.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Wait till you hear these interviews.
We've never recorded up here before.
I know. This could be our future. I could set up a little podcast spot.
Yeah, it's
Just
kind of.
leave this as a recording
It's
station.
my old couch here and my old chair over there. It's fairly comfy.
JJ's old fuck furniture.
Oh, gross. That explains so many things.
And JB's new fuck furniture.
It could be all of your fuck furniture. You could all fuck on it. Doesn't have to be just mine.
Communal fuck furniture.
Friendship. So let's just talk about Record Store Day really quick.
Yeah, so yesterday was amazing. I think that we had more customers and more people visit overall than we've ever had before.
Did anyone do a line count estimate?
I didn't even have the time to do a line count estimate yesterday.
I'd say minimum 300 people.
At least, yeah. The line wrapped around the front of the building to the corner, and it stayed on our front sidewalk. I'm going to say for at least a solid 2 hours. We kept it moving the best we could, and no one seemed that ornery or anything.
And I got here at about 8:30 this morning. You were here even earlier, but when I got here at 8:30, there was a line that went all the way around, like out the front door, around one side, around
Now,
the
did
second
it make
side.
it? Did they cut into the alley, or did they go down in front of the tire place?
I don't. No, I never
That's
really.
about where it stopped.
That's about
Okay.
where it stopped. Like as much as it kept moving, it just sort of stayed at the end of the sidewalk right
Yeah.
there
Right.
for a
I mean,
while.
my barometer was looking out the window of the
Yeah.
the hi-fi room and seeing
Seeing the people,
people go by. and
Yeah,
people, 2 hours in, still seeing people
yeah.
at the back there.
We had an amazing. It was our greatest sales day ever. We couldn't do any of that without all of you, and the love and support that you give us. And we tried really hard to make it a good and fun day. And we're very
You even hung
tired.
out- you even hung in for the rain. A little bit of drizzle there.
Yeah.
morning.
We had so Mike and Laura were here at 7:30 p.m. The night before, and it started to drizzle on them. So we busted out the pop-up tents we had and tried to keep people dry out front.
Did you get them to tell you their police story?
I did.
Oh yeah.
Is that in the clip?
It is in the clip.
Okay, cool. I don't want to rehash it here if you
That was
already
the
got
first
it.
thing I heard about this when I got here in the morning.
They also told me a really wise move, which I never really thought about, which was they got here early in the evening, and after we left at probably 11:30 or so, we had left an extension cord outside for the food guys.
Yeah, I left it on for them.
They took that, plugged a power strip in, they plugged in a space heater, a coffee pot, and a boombox, and just stayed up all night, warm, with music playing and coffee going. And I was like, that's a goddamn great idea. That's the way to do it.
Yep.
Assuming we were generous enough to give them power,
Look, I'm stealing power one way or the other. if I'm doing this, power's happening. Not white power.
Didn't need to be said.
I wasn't going to go there. I wasn't going to go there, and you took it there. Wow, I'm
Every
whole
time.
new side of you. Whole new side.
Go buy a Youth of Today record, buddy.
Seriously. Was it? I think it was Reagan Youth that pissed off Rashid the first time.
I don't know if
we
it
met.
pissed him off, but it definitely
Oh no,
caused
he
some
gave me.
looks.
He confirmed for the solid first week he thought I was a white supremacist. Rashid, our old mailman, came into the Main Street location when he first got the route from Mailman Fred, and I was sorting. We got like a punk collection, and it was a Reagan Youth record with Klan members on the cover, like just ridiculous fucking record. Rashid comes in, he drops the mail, he looks at it, and he just looks up at me with just this stink face, and he just like walks out.
Can I just ask an important question?
Yes.
Did you have a shaved head at the time?
No, that was before I was shaving the head.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been much worse.
That would have sealed the deal.
And I remember I was sitting there. I'm like, wait, no, wait, don't go. It's not.
There were, however, some nicely folded white bed sheets on the chair next to him.
And you use a very specific arm out wave hello to him.
Oh,
when you come
hello,
in.
Rashid.
Hello, Rashid. No.
It's arthritis. I can't move my fingers apart.
So we had a great day. Just echoing what JJ said. Thank you all for being here. It was a tremendous, really fun, crazy, high impact day. We had a blackout.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
That we physically blew a breaker, not just tripped the breaker, blew the breaker. Shout out to George the electrician for showing up on demand and fixing the breaker for us. Mm-hmm. And we persevered through all of that. We persevered through one of our business neighbors being angry about a bunch of cars in his parking lot. I was running valet for a good 8 or 9 cars, I think.
right.
I mean, to be fair, you can't get on Mr. Todd's wild ride if you can't park.
It's a confusing metaphor.
Right?
But we had a good time. Today is the day. It was awesome.
Yep.
So
So
awesome.
excited that they showed up and did the thing, and it was great.
And it seemed genuinely like gracious to the
Oh,
record
they were-
stores. They did. I guess they had an event in the city this morning, and they came up to us and really supportive of the indie record stores. And
Steve Austin was just a cool dude. He was super friendly and nice, and with a voice like that on stage, you never know what to expect.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just get to the rest of the podcast here. We have a bunch of interviews. We interviewed a couple of the local bands who played. We interviewed Logan, Callahan, Francis Dean, Cold Hands, and DJ Pearly. And we've got live cuts from many of those acts that we recorded on Record Store Day, courtesy of Alan at West Side Music, who showed up, helped us record everything, was a great, super gracious dude. And let's just get to those.
See you there.
Cool. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Darkside Records podcast. This is of course a podcast dedicated to music, vinyl, record stores, bullshit,
Loud assholes.
farts,
You guys are
whatever, movies,
staying dry.
you know, all sorts of shit. Of course, brought to you by the good folks at Darkside Records, 611 Dutchess Turnpike in Poughkeepsie. I like that you yayed, like, it's still in the intro. We didn't even finish the intro.
That
we
was
got
damn
yayed.
near a commercial right there. Did you hear that?
Exactly.
I know, right?
Well, we're trying to professional up our podcast a notch, you know?
Oh.
Kick it up a professional notch.
That's why you say shit all the time?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to.
Bullshit.
I feel like if you can write an intro, then you're like significantly more professional.
Oh,
of a
nice.
podcast.
Okay, yeah.
That's true.
It is April 22nd. It is 8:43 in the morning. Doors are almost opened.
Decided to come and say, hey, give me your money.
No one on the internet cares. No one cares. It is almost 9 in the morning. It is Record Store Day. Of course, it's the day where we are here celebrating independent record stores. We have literally hundreds of exclusive releases. Of course, I guess by the time you're hearing this podcast,
You've already bought the stuff.
you've already got the shit. I don't need to tell you what we have today.
And don't forget the
So-
thousands and thousands of people online.
And the millions of fans watching around the world. I feel like that was at the beginning of Monday Night Raw, and then so,
Spanning the globe.
and I am here, of course, with the first people in line. They've been here since last night. They camped out. You know what? I'm gonna let them tell your story. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
My name is Mike Withrow.
My name is Laura.
She's one name.
Well, she
I only go by one.
has the same last name. She's kind of like Sharon Bono, you know, but except she's not. She's my wife.
Except I'm
Right. I was gonna say she was like
Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah. Well, she could be like that too.
No.
Except she's wearing more blue than purple. So, you guys, you came last night before we even closed. What time did you get here last night?
It was about 7:45. We had to exchange a record. We bought a Government Mule record, and there was an issue with it. So Tyler ordered us up another one. So we thought it would be easier for us to do that last night than to try to do it today. So and last Record Store Day, the one on Black Friday, we could not sleep. So we figured, what the hell? You know, why not just spend the night here? You know.
On an ironic note, we were here working last night until probably about 11:30 or so.
About that.
And at about 10 o'clock, after a very long week, I decided to pound an energy drink. I'm making this interview about me right now. That's what I'm doing. And I decided to pound an energy drink. It was a terrible, terrible idea.
Were you up till?
About 2:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have just stayed here and done shit.
You could have hung out with us.
You could have
know.
partied
Yeah.
with us. Yeah, that was cool.
We had a lot of fun. You know, ended up with a heater out here. Stay warm.
See, that's a
you know?
brilliant
You guys
move.
kept us dry.
Yeah.
You know what I like? I like that you guys came with a strategy.
Good music. You know.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you guys looking forward to today? What pieces are you here to get?
Well, there's a release from Mo, and I don't have any Mo in vinyl, so I thought that would probably be something that would go well with the collection. Also, there's not that many of them around. That was limited to 1,500. Wasn't sure how many of those that you guys would have. Gonna get the Grateful Dead. Grab by Truckers, Jason Isbell. A couple other things on our list, but those are the highlights.
I want to also just quickly point out that he knows all these off the top of his head. He's not looking at the menu. He's got all these lined up, ready to go. Laura, what about you? Do you have something special that you're looking for?
Mostly the Mo and the Dead. Everything that he's gonna get, pretty much. His list is my list, so.
Okay, well, here's an important question since we're talking about pieces that are coming up. At home, I don't want to get too much into your personal lives.
Okay.
At home, do you guys?
Wow.
Wow. Do you guys? How do you guys keep your record collection? Do you share it?
Absolutely.
Do you have separate collections?
No.
Did you intermingle them?
We actually, she didn't have any vinyl when we got together, and we were buying exclusively CDs, and then we got back into vinyl. So everything we have is ours, and we categorize them alphabetically so that we know what we have, and we can find things when we need to. So.
Because I will say that is like a very important step in a relationship is the mixing of the collections.
Yeah.
That's a
He
big
hates the
step.
Melissa Etheridge, Madonna. But
Well, you don't have to like the whole thing as long as they're together.
I mean, she has some things that she likes more than I do, but it's all ours. So.
Okay. That's I'm proud of you guys. That's a commitment step that I have yet to take.
Having you proud of me is the highlight of my day.
yeah, absolutely.
It's a very low bar. We'll leave it at that.
It's better than listening to me whine about Ben
Ben
and
and Jerry's
Jerry's.
not
No
being here till
doubt,
noon.
no doubt.
And no
Where's
beer
Ben
for
and
breakfast.
Jerry's?
Jeez.
Oh, I should have lined up more questions. Let's see here.
You should have just camped out with us last night.
That's true.
We would have had an adventure, man. It's exciting.
So yeah, so you were here super early last night. Any crazy stories? Did anything happen here?
Oh yeah.
Well, we all had an adventure with the ladies that got arrested last night.
Go on.
Yeah,
Car,
yeah.
Don't forget the car impounded.
The car impounded. Yep.
Yeah,
Tow
four
truck,
police
yeah,
cars
yeah.
up
Yeah,
and
that
down.
was
They're
a
screaming at
that
each
was
other,
a
you know.
that was a
the fuck out of the car,
a
don't
yelling
get back in the fucking car.
That was a yelling match between these two people. Get in the car. I don't want to get in the car. Fuck you. No, fuck you. And
breaking the law by James.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then then we had four police cars, I believe. But went and found them, and then we actually saw their car that they were driving going this way on a tow truck, a flatbed tow truck. Yeah, so it was. It was.
It wasn't hard to find them when they only made it about 100 yards up the road.
Yeah.
In about 5
And one of
minutes.
them was like wandering around in the street. In the middle of the street.
Walking was making better time than the woman driving.
Yeah.
So.
That makes sense. Good. I'm glad you didn't get visited by what we call the parking lot fairy.
Yeah.
Who you leave change in your pocket and it leaves you with a lint ball. They're robbers. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
Yeah, we
didn't
didn't-
get.
No, we didn't see that.
People
There was too
around
many
us,
of us
so
at that
it was-
point.
Yeah.
We would have
It
been
was
able
definitely
to
good.
fend
You know,
for
by
ourselves.
midnight, these guys were here. and
Against
tumbled in
opposite
with
tooth
us,
fairy.
so-
Okay. Good. Okay.
Nothing.
That wouldn't have been a problem.
So you guys, you were second in line. You got here.
No, that would have been me.
You got here midnight-ish.
No, 11:45.
Okay.
He was midnight.
I'm midnight.
Wow.
Yeah. I almost left earlier, but I was just like, yeah.
And what are your names?
I'm Eric.
Number 3.
Eric and number 3. So tell me really quick as well. What titles inspired you to come here
Arthur
at
Brown.
11:45?
Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Ben Folds. The Cure. Def Leppard. There's way too many on my list to recite them.
Number 3. What about you?
A lot.
You mean I'm just here to wait in line? I just like waiting in lines all night. I wanted my Ben and Jerry's, but they're not coming till noon.
This guy behind you, he was just in a car and the whole thing happened and he just stuck around since.
Def Leppard, definitely Buddy Guy, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, yeah, him too.
Hey, you know we've got like 4 minutes, right?
All right, you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of Record Store Day. Thank you,
man.
thank you for coming so early and being rad. And
Today is the day later.
And today is the days later.
Yes.
So we will see you guys on the inside.
We'll be there.
Cool.
Test. Checking.
Check, hey, hey.
Oh.
Check, hey, hey.
Checking in waffles.
Check, hey, hey.
Checking in waffles.
Check, hey.
Checking in waffles.
Stop saying chicken and waffles.
Thank you.
Just me. Just me right now. I'm only going. I'm just. It's all me. Yeah.
Okay.
No more chicken waffles.
That one. All right. So, hey everybody, welcome to the Darkside Records and Gallery podcast. I'm JB. It's Record Store Day. I have a splinter in my finger. I don't think the listeners need to know that part, but it really fucking hurts. This is bullshit. I have, of course, with me here for the podcast. We're doing interviews with a bunch of the bands, a bunch of the musicians who are here playing music today on Record Store Day, April 22nd. And I have with me the winners for 2 years in a row of the Hudson Valley Homegrown Listener Poll on WRV.com, Francis Dean. Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
You guys were so quiet during that intro. You didn't say anything at all.
Well, we wanted to give
did you want me to
we
talk?
wanted to give you the
Look,
floor, you know.
we run a very loose ship here. You can pretty much.
Loose butthole.
That's the other room. Loose butthole is the other room. No, this is the loose ship, which usually comes after a loose butthole. It's a quick loose ship.
Or before if you're lucky.
Ow, this fucking thing is killing my hand. So, gentlemen, why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Paul.
Christian.
I'm Jesse.
What do each of you do?
I play guitar and I sing and I
Is there more?
write songs.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I play bass.
I play the drums.
I like that you do 5 things, so they each do one thing.
Yeah. Well, someone's got to pick up the
It's our
slack.
dynamic.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like that's a very common band dynamic. It's usually one guy and then 2 people just get drunk
And we help.
we-
Yeah.
They help.
I'm helping.
Paul plays all the instruments and we play the beers.
And they cheer me
We
on.
play the beers and
They play
cigarettes.
the beers and cheer me
That's
on.
my favorite.
Yeah,
Usually it's the lead singer who's that guy.
No, I
Yeah.
played
To be
I
fair.
played the lead light beer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. He plays rhythm light beer.
Cool. So you guys, you're from Kingston.
Yep.
Yep.
You're a self-proclaimed grunge rock band.
Yeah. I mean, I've had other people proclaim that too after hearing us, but yeah.
I don't want to put words in people's mouths. I just don't.
Yeah,
you know.
we're grungy.
I would say you are a grunge band. You've played you've played our store a couple times now.
Yeah.
I think grunge is a good word. You bring back like a certain thing that is. I'm gonna quickly make this interview about me really quick
No,
because
please.
I'm an egotist like that.
We expect that.
But I'm significantly older than all of you, and you bring back a sound that really reminds me of bands that I listened to when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So I assume you're like 25,
22.
22.
Little baby.
You're a little.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm,
When you were listening
I'm
to
28.
those-
I'm the pop.
When you were
fan.
listening to those
Yeah.
bands, I was a fetus.
Oh my god! When I was listening to those bands, your parents were doing it.
Yeah, and I was getting the vibe subconsciously through the radio, you know? I was just,
Well,
I was
dude.
just in utero there, just hanging out, and
Yeah.
it was just...
In the end, it worked because you're in
see
a
what it
good
did?
band.
We
Yeah,
advocate
thank you.
for prenatal mud honey.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's very important for pregnant or expecting mothers
What about postnatal?
to listen to.
Then you gotta switch to
yeah,
the
then you got to
Melvins.
switch it up a little bit.
Switch to the Melvins.
The Melvins, Nirvana, Alice in Chains.
always,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So,
Big 3.
but prenatal mud honey is very important.
So name a couple bands that are your big influences. I just saw you or just heard you name the Melvins, who are my favorite band of all time.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
So-
wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe that's why this whole thing is happening.
I knew I
Yeah.
liked you for some reason.
Hey, there we go. I'll be Buzzo. You be Kurt Cobain.
Okay. All right.
You have
sounds
much
good.
blonder hair than me. So.
Yeah, yeah. All right, King Bozo. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, recently there's been a couple bands that I've actually been listening to that I mean, they're not really known, but they've actually been like I've been writing some stuff recently, and I feel like it definitely gets an influence from these 2 bands. There's this new band I discovered. They're called Pandora's Bliss. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
Never heard of
But it's 2 chicks and the drummer's a guy, and they rock so hard. It's insane. Like the lead vocalist, she's a lady, but if you closed your eyes, she's singing in a man's range. It's like it's insane. Like, and that's really hard for, like someone with a woman's voice to do. So it's just like impressive on top of that. It's almost like, the Distillers, right?
I love the Distillers.
She's kind of got like a Brody Dahl sort of feel to her voice, but it's almost like Brody Dahl on steroids. Like she's,
I think Brody Dahl was on steroids.
she may have been. I don't know.
She's
At least her
crazy.
mohawk was.
She's huge now. So.
Is she a big lady?
She hulked out. She's
Nice.
murdering people.
Yeah.
That's actually I really like, or I should say, I really respect bands like Arch Enemy and OTEP, and
Arch
there's a couple
Enemy's
other ones. But like I like that they have singers. They're women,
Right.
but like there's something natural about the register that they sing in,
Absolutely.
and like it's not too
Absolutely.
high,
Yeah.
and it's not like it's not trying to do a
Right.
thing.
Right.
It just is like raw and really cool, and that's what I
Power
like
zone.
about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Not
I
listening.
like a good Metallica song, but not knocking James Hetfield, but like I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I'm like you're trying to sing like that.
Yeah.
Ooh yeah.
Yeah, it's like come on.
Randy
Like,
Savage.
you do it
anyway.
well. He does it great, but it's like you're trying to do it.
I've been listening to a lot of.
Bonesaw is ready.
I got you for 3 minutes.
Excellent.
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband get it for you?
I've been on Hot Water Music and Japandroids lately. Those are my just big, energetic rock, arena rock kind of loud, super duper 90s influenced. What's his name from the Descendants? The drummer from the Descendants. What was his name? I always forget it.
Gary
Henderson.
Harry
Henderson.
Hendrix?
Something.
Jimmy.
Gary
Getting
Hendrix.
colder.
Gary
Jimmy's
Hendrix.
cousin.
Anyway,
Jimmy's
he did.
cousin.
He engineered and produced an album for Hot Water Music a couple years ago called Exister, and it's just like the end all be all of like contemporary rock production with like a real strong hearkening to the 90s punk rock and grunge kind of stuff. Cool. So I really dig that record a lot. And Japandroid just came out with a new album that's like out of control. It's just exactly what you want, just big and loud. And I don't know how they fill. I've never seen them live. I've always wanted to. I don't know how they fill up so much space with a guitar and drums, and it's just huge. He must be running like 3 cabinets or
Play
something
them hard.
crazy. I don't know. Yeah, just really big. Japandroids are awesome.
Yeah.
Really like them a lot.
Been listening to a lot of Arctic Monkeys lately.
Always.
Been on a really big hip hop, I guess not phase, but I always dabble back and forth between genres. Been listening to a lot of Action Bronson. Nothing super cool, but
If you call the last 15 years a phase. Been going through this hip hop phase for most of my life now.
That's what my parents think as well.
Yeah.
This music phase that we're all in.
Yeah.
phase.
We'll grow out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I'll let you know when I'm like 60.
Right.
How that went.
My ears hurt.
What? So tell me what's going on with your band. What are you guys doing? What are you doing currently?
Currently? Well, we're going to be playing at a place called Darkside Records.
In about
That show...
No, this is gonna air after. So
okay, so we played at a show
Thanks for coming
at
out.
Darkside Records.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, everybody who came out and who's listening to this. So we're doing that, and then actually later tonight we have another show up in Albany. It's going to be a house party, so
cool.
I
Cool.
don't know a whole lot about it, but that should be fun. Doubleheader one day.
Friends from Candy Ambulance got us that gig.
You know,
Cool.
Yeah, check out Candy Ambulance if you guys have time. They're amazing too.
We're actually in the middle of recording our second EP right now.
Cool.
So that's why we haven't been super active. We played a couple shows in April so far, but
Yeah.
we've been, we
Not as
tried
much as
to,
we usually do.
not as much as we usually do. So we tried to keep April a little chill so we had time to record and write and stuff.
You guys gonna make any physical copies of your album when it's done? Your EP?
Well, we have cheap burned paper sleeve copies of our previous EP, and hopefully when we're done with this one, we would like to have both of them.
There's a story that goes
Both of
along with
them.
that. I mean,
Oh.
we have, I mean,
yeah,
you
tell
can
us about
obviously, from our EP that's out now, you can go on and you can see the cover art and all that. We created all the artwork for physical copies, we made the inside sleeve. We found this cool little company that does like economic, you know what I mean? Like they give you a really good deal, you get like $100, 100 CDs. It's really cool. And good for the environment. They give you like a little foldy paper thing, and you can draw whatever you want on it. So we did all that, and originally I thought that the insides of the sleeves were going to stay blank because there's just going to be a CD in there. Because we were, and then last minute, right before we were about to send them in, I found out that we could put artwork on it for no additional charge, nothing else. Then I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, let me see how quickly I can get some artwork for that, and I'm still trying to find good art.
3 months later.
3 months later, I'm still looking for the right thing because I'm very indecisive. But we have the paper sleeve, burned Memorex CD.
To answer your question, yes.
Yes.
Is that a better answer than what we just gave?
Yeah, they both have their merit.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you besides this finishing up this album and playing in Albany, whatever day this actually airs, let's say yesterday. What else do you have coming up? You have any more shows lined up for the future?
Yeah, we have a very busy month of May.
Very busy.
So we're doing today. We got our little doubleheader today. April 29th, we will be at the Monroe AOH.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
I asked you months ago,
Oh.
and you confirmed it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Saturday, May 6th.
I'm glad we're having this conversation.
Yeah, I'm really
seems-
glad.
Clearly
it
for
seems
the
very
best,
important.
yeah.
Did you know about that?
It's informative for everybody.
Did you know about that
Yep.
show? Yeah. Oh, see, Christian knew. And,
I knew.
And he usually knows. I texted JB about it like 2 nights ago. May 6th, we're playing our favorite bar in Kingston called Snapper McGee's. Why don't you talk a little bit about May 12th?
May 12th.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, May 12th, we're going to be playing at a show at Rondout Valley High School.
My alma mater.
Yeah, Jesse's old high school. It's also the high school of my I don't know whether to say former of my cousin. His name was Sergeant Sean Farrell II. He was killed in Afghanistan in 2014 on April 28th. So originally the concert was just a Wounded Warrior benefit concert, where they make funds for. Apparently they found out that some of the officials in the military or some of the guys that were involved with that were misusing the funds that they made, so I'm not sure exactly how, but just starting last year they decided to honor my cousin by dedicating the show to him. So now the show is a fundraiser for the scholarship in Sean's name. So there's a scholarship for high school students that are going into the military, and it just generally helps them out a lot with that. So, we played it last year. We only got on like last minute because we didn't even really know about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the only reason they let us play was just because, I was like, hey, Sean was my cousin, and they're, the guy who was running it thought it was nice. But yeah, it's really cool. It's organized by a guy named John Soy. He works at Ronda. He's a teacher at the high school.
So we're very very honored to be.
We're really honored to help out with it, and our friends in Ramona Lane are going to be playing that show too. They just played here earlier today. So yeah, if anyone wants to check that out, May 12th, Rondout Valley High School.
Good show, good cause.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Gentlemen, thank you for being here
Thank you
on
so
the
much for
podcast.
having us.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you for
us.
playing Record Store Day.
Awesome,
And we'll have you back soon.
Great.
Sweet.
Cool.
Thanks, JB.
You're welcome. Let's see. All right, it is 10 after 9. I have made my way back to the end of the line, and I am officially standing with the last person in line as of 9:10 a.m. More people will probably show up, like, your less punctual people.
Yes. I hope so.
But what is your name, sir?
I am David Laffin, and I am the last in line, and I am a Ronnie James Dio fan, so I am honored to be the last in line.
Oh, I see what you did there, my friend. Well done.
Lame jokes before noon.
That's all I've got of this podcast. I don't know if you've heard our podcast, but it is nothing great.
And now I'm no longer the last in line.
There you go. You're officially no longer last in line. So, David, what brings you here at 9:10 in the morning on this brisk, rainy, what I assume is still Saturday?
What brings me here? Record Store Day. This is the greatest record store around ever, in my opinion. And I've been here forever, and I'm not giving out my age. And also, there's the release with Johnny Marr back in the band, and a Smiths remix that's come out. And I don't know, somebody rumored something about a Toto album being shaped like Africa. I don't know if that's true or not.
We do have those. That is no longer a rumor. That is a fact.
Well, I'm just going to verify it then on the air for Jay Pettigene, and no, I am not buying it for you.
Cool. Let's see. I should really come up with more questions for these things. How many Record Store Days have you been to?
This is actually only my third one, and not in a row.
Okay. What do you have any others from previous Record Store Days that you still cherish, that you love?
When this store was on Main Street, across from Wendy's, next to Tony's, I loved it when they released the Johnny Marr Depeche Mode cover. That was fantastic. That was a lot of fun.
I see a recurring theme in your picks here.
Yeah, it drags me out once. Yeah, Johnny Marr gets me out once a year. Yes, exactly. And you guys are very nice to provide what I need.
Happy to do it.
And people should come for the open mic too, not just open Record Store Day. I've actually played one of these and it's been fantastic. It's actually the coolest open mic around. This one and the open jazz one downtown at the Derby. Those are the best ones because it's very friendly. I've done open mics since I was 15 years old, and a lot of times it gets run by a bunch of weekend warrior egomaniacs, This is like leave your ego at the door, play your music, express yourself, and it's very, very communal, very friendly. It's wonderful.
Thank you, appreciate it. That's how I try to run the open mic.
It was a fantastic experience. I went up there with my laptop, a guitar cord, and did not know what to expect, and it was really great. It was wonderful.
Good. Is there any live music that you're excited to see today? Are you aware of the live music schedule?
I'm aware that there's live music. Unfortunately, it does not match up with my schedule today.
What is on the rest of your schedule?
I have some campaigning I have to do for a Board of Education election today, and I have to bartend my other job later on this afternoon. So I'm hoping to squeeze in some new music in between.
Do you want to give a plug to your other job?
No, I don't want people coming there. No, I'm kidding. No, yes, it's Stonehenge Restaurant. It's a very quiet, family-friendly restaurant. The seats about 8 people at the bar. And if there were 9, I'd probably have a nervous breakdown because I'm not really very good at it. And my jokes are even worse there.
Oh, this is what you have to look forward to when you go see Dave at Stonehenge.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thank you, man. Thank you for being here and being a part of this.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we'll see you inside.
Thank you for doing this. Excellent.
Fucking fuck. Just talk to each other.
Hey, you guys talk?
Hey.
Word.
Are you gonna lean in when you talk?
We're good. You don't just...
Oh, speaking of leaning in, and leaning away from the mic to breathe in, today's the anniversary of Chocolate Rain.
What?
Oh, really? Yep.
Wow. Oh, no way.
Isn't he dead? No, I'm just kidding.
See, we're all worried. Hey, everybody. It's Tyler here for the Darkside Podcast. I'm sitting here with Cold Hands and DJ Pearly. Say hello, everyone. Hey.
Hello. Hi.
If we can go around and introduce yourselves, I'll start. I'm Tyler. I play bass in Cold Hands. Pete, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Pete. I play guitar and sing in Cold Hands.
My name is Juan. I sing and play guitar in Cold Hands as well.
My name is Mike. I play drums in Cold Hands.
I'm Pearly. I'm not in Cold Hands. So I'm the DMC champ for 2016. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So Pearly just performed a little bit ago. Just spun some wax.
Some tunes.
How did you feel about your performance?
Felt like it was a perfect 10.
Perfect.
Felt like a perfect Olympian for sure.
10.
9.5. I don't like you.
Oh,
Get out of here.
So that's cool. Yeah, this is your second Record Store Day performance.
Sure is. I
And
love Record Store Day.
This is our second Record Store Day performance.
We are very strong alums at Darkside.
Right.
We're the first full band to play here.
True, we were. And
Dope.
I assumed Pearly was the first DJ to spin here.
This is true. I believe so, yeah.
We're all first. We're killing it up
listen,
here.
We'll say even if it's fake news that we're all the first.
We are all the first.
First man on the moon.
I'll definitely admit I don't really know what to say here. JB threw me into this. I said yeah. I thought it would be funny that I interview my own band. Let's start with Cold Hands. What do you guys got on your plates coming up?
Well,
aside from that bomb-ass chicken and waffle downstairs.
Delicious. Well, let's throw it over to Tyler. Tyler, what do we have coming up on the schedule?
Well, we are recording an EP. I think we should say that first and foremost.
Absolutely.
Finally.
Absolutely.
Yes. Banned for 2 years, but we're finally recording an EP. We're keeping it all local. Go in a local studio, record, play, repeat. Owned by Joe Sautner. You can find him over at Alto Music on Route 9 or just on a website.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Mad love for the Alto homies.
Absolutely.
Always sending customers there.
and vice versa.
Yeah, right, exactly. Any shows coming up?
Actually, that'd be more of an answer for Mike. Mike, do you know what shows are coming up?
Well, on May 6th, we're playing in Beacon at the Platform. It's a
new venue. New venue, yeah. Really excited about that.
And that's going to be with 8-Bit. They're from Beacon, Sharptooth from Maryland, and Sources from Fishkill.
Yeah. Definitely check out Sharptooth. Always plugging them. Female fronted, hardcore band. Super right.
Politically aggressive.
Politically, yeah.
Politically aggressive.
They're awesome. They, equality, all about that. Pearly, what do you got coming up? You got any DMC jump offs?
Yeah, I got DMC coming up in August.
Ooh.
Don't know where and when, but it's coming pretty soon.
taking that crown this year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
After all that nonsense last year.
Oh, please, let's not go through that again.
We know you're the real champ, so that's all that matters.
Champ is here.
Champ is here.
Air horn right there. Thanks. No. Messing.
And that's why you're the DJ. Not mine.
It's all good.
So yeah, we're Cold Hands. We're about to play in a little bit. That should be cool. Anything else you guys wanted to say before we dip on out of here?
Anything else in terms of what upcoming events?
Just anything. Anything you got on your
Well, I
mind?
don't think we have any other shows.
Yeah, show wise, I think we're caught up.
No, I mean, no, it's just EP time. Hopefully, we're coming out with the EP. Hopefully by the
next
end
2 years. You know?
At this rate, yeah, definitely.
We have a projected map of end of summer. Whether we'll conquer that is up to the band's diligence and the ability to actually get together.
Yep, we trying though. We trying, baby.
Absolutely. I don't know if Darkside wants to say anything. You, Tyler, and part of Cold Hands and Darkside want to say something for both parties.
No, I mean, I got nothing. Thanks for stopping in, guys.
Absolutely, we appreciate this lovely room. I just want people listening to know it's a very lovely room.
A lovely room.
Beautiful rug.
Nice.
Great tapestries across the wall. High ceilings.
Yeah, very high ceilings.
The cleanest couches you've ever seen.
Is that a diamond chandelier?
Totally.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Look at that. Wow.
I think they got it on a deal, but it is down
LCD screens everywhere.
And
Is that a flat screen right there? Holy crap.
Also, I
that
see
whole wall is a flat screen.
You know what? You're right.
The most impressive part was definitely the commemorative cups we got.
Oh, yeah.
Really
Commemorative?
nice. Commemorative. Yeah, it's a
There you
commemorative. Spanish came out there.
With our names on them and everything.
Fancy.
They really know how to treat people. So if you ever have the ability to come on this podcast, you absolutely should.
Right,
It's
come on up to that green room.
Lots of free drinks and everything.
Yeah,
free drinks,
They treat you well
everything.
here. They treat you well here. And on your way out, you can get some timeless records.
Pearly, you have any last things to say?
That was pretty much it.
That was it. Yeah,
That was pretty much
Mike
it.
spoke for Pearly. Okay, so this was Cold Hands and DJ Pearly coming at you live from Record Store Day. I tried my best, JB. Thank you.
Too sweet.
Walking around late at night by myself and 3 Italian dudes were just like, hey, my friend, we show you bars, blah, blah, blah. And they got me super drunk and then made it back to the hotel fine. Then next day I woke up, it's just like, those guys were probably going to murder me and take all my shit.
No, dude. When you're in Rome, they just wanna party, dude.
Hopefully.
They don't care. I've been just pounding energy drinks all day. I haven't drank any water. Terrible decision.
Pissing crystals.
All right, everybody. It is JB. I'm here once again in the interview booth. It is the middle of the afternoon, and I am happy to be sitting down here with one of the winners of the Hudson Valley Homegrown Listener Poll that took place on WRV.com. This band came in second place, but I feel like it's important to note that I'm pretty sure they came in second place only because they didn't cheat. Or because you cheated less than Francis Dean. Which I don't... Look, it's an internet poll. I don't blame you if you cheated. Like, you don't have to admit to anything. It's totally your call. But...
We're honest, boys.
No, we had a lot of... as soon as I found out that we were on the poll, I texted like 80 people right away, and I was like, oh my god. Because I think they had it up for like a week before anybody like tagged it on Facebook.
Yeah.
So like the first day I
Yeah.
found out, I soared up from like, 0 to like 50 something. We stayed there for a while, and then we got knocked down a bit, but we still held on for, I had a lot of friends that would just keep telling me like, oh, I spent hours last night. I'm like, I'm sorry that you did that, because it probably only changed it by like 3%.
Yeah, right, if that.
I had all my friends doing it. We had a party. It was like, I'm sorry.
I did realize myself that if you just refresh the page, you could just continue voting. There was no sort of
is that
thing
right?
stopping you from voting.
Oh, man.
So you could just sit there and vote and then refresh and vote and refresh.
Oh, boy.
But I'm an honest person.
Yeah.
So I only did it like a couple dozen times. So that's...
All I did was, like, I realized that if you could go to, like, different browsers a day, you could vote.
Oh, so you went way deeper than I did. I was like, I'm so lazy that if I'm going to cheat, I'm just like,
but
no,
it was like,
refresh, I'm out.
It was like, I would do, like, 3 votes a day on my laptop, and then, I'd have my mom would, like, go to work and she'd vote, and then she'd go to a different computer at work and she'd vote. And,
Moms.
Yeah.
Cool. I still felt weird just about voting for myself. Just
Come
on.
Don't at all, man. Don't at all. Well, I guess I'm sitting here with Logan Callahan.
Yes.
And the Logan Callahan band?
The Logan Callaband.
The Logan Callaband.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't worked out, like, a band title yet. I don't know if I will or not. we'll see. You see it all different ways. Like I love Jeff Buckley, and he had his amazing band, but I don't think they ever really went by a name. And then you got like Prince and the Revolution and Ben Folds 5. So it's like you never know.
There's also 3 people.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, so we should just we'll be like this the 70s. Yeah.
I'm here with the Logan Callahan 7.
Yeah. And there's 5 of us.
Logan Callahan Quintet.
Why don't you guys please introduce yourselves?
All right, so I'm Logan Callahan, songwriter, singer, guitarist, piano player, all that stuff.
And I'm Brady. I'm the drummer.
I'm Evan. Play bass.
And then I got my my two.
This is
two of my
media squad.
2 of my lifelong friends. 2/3 of Creative Frame Productions. If they want to introduce themselves.
Speak up, boys.
My name's Ian.
And Ethan. And I always have them come out, and they do phenomenal work for me. So anytime we do radio appearances or anything like that, they always come and get video done. So they did that today.
Do you guys have a website? How can people find you?
So on Facebook, if anyone wants to like our page, it's Creative Frame Productions, and then the website's creativeframeproductions.com.
Cool.
And we just do local videography. We do commercials for businesses, music videos, live events, stuff like that. Just any video needs. We film anything.
Yeah,
if there is light reflecting off surfaces, their lenses
Yes.
can capture it.
I was actually in the first commercial that they did, and I still get noticed for it all the time. Like at my job, it was for company called PuroClean that does like restoration and stuff like that after floods and fire and whatever else. And it was just like this testimony of me like, oh, when my studio flooded, Puro, and it was total bullshit. But like, I always get all these people coming out that are like, oh, aren't you that musician that was in like, I destroyed the mystique of the commercial.
Oh my God, how's your basement? Is your house okay?
That's great.
You know what you did? You lied on TV.
Yeah, lied on TV.
Yeah, it was acting. I mean, what do you?
Much like our president.
Let's not go there.
Controversial. Cool. Well, you guys, you obviously, you're a great band.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You just played on the Darkside Records stage here on Record Store Day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tell us a little about your band, how it got started.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been singing since I was like a baby and started playing piano at 6 and tried guitar in like 7th grade, and my teacher was more interested in showing off than teaching me anything, so I kind of just like put a botch on that. Started performing more in high school. I picked up the guitar like 3.5 years ago or so and just started writing songs, and then I joined a cover band. Was in that for about 2 years. Left them to pursue doing my own music, and then I met Brady at a gig January 2016.
Sure.
Yeah, so like last January I met Brady and a good friend of ours, Ian Flanagan, who's another phenomenal local musician. He was just kind of getting on my case for a while. He's like, man, you need to get an album. You got to get you rolling. So he's kind of been like the big brother figure for me. So we it was Brady, myself, Ian, and our friend Dave Anderson, who's actually now the house engineer at Sound City Studios in California.
Wow.
So that's like a nice little stamp to put on the album. It's like, oh. But so then from there, Evan, who plays bass, him and I have been friends since like elementary school, and we ended up going to like different high schools, so we were disconnected for a while, but then through another mutual friend, we got connected again, and I was looking for a bass player. So, from there it's just been building it up for the last couple of years, and my album just came out January, and we'll see where we go from here. I still played acoustic guitar today, but moving forward, I think we're going to try to get the more electric thing going, because that's what the album is. It's all electric.
So this was almost your Royal Albert Hall moment here today. You almost alienated your audience. This is big. It's almost a big deal.
Almost.
Tell me about your record that you did.
Yeah, so we recorded it April 2016. We actually did the first track, Sunrise, which was the first song that I ever wrote about a girl, as most of my songs are. We actually did that as a single in February, and we didn't release it as a single. We just decided, let's just do a full album. So we recorded it in Saugerties at Dave's grandmother's cabin, which was beautiful. She goes to Florida every year, for the winter to get away. The snowbirds. So he always used to just record albums out of there. So we did it. of course, like 2 weekends, I think. So Brady came in, laid the drum tracks down, of course, 2 days, and then just getting everything together. So it's 6 tracks. And one of the tracks, I'm a student at Bard College, so I actually did one of the tracks there at the studio on campus. But yeah, I mean, it's just like I have a hard time putting like an exact, like pinpointed genre on myself. A couple hours ago, I was bringing my CDs in for consignment here, and the girl at the counter, she's like, "Oh, what genre is it?" And I'm like, just put rock. Like, I guess that's fine. Like, it's we're actually in another band called Of the Atlas, and I think that we could pretty clearly say that that's indie rock.
Yeah.
But as far as my stuff goes, it's like I have a hard time like saying like what it actually is.
I feel like more bands should start using genres like not polka. Just let that, whatever that is.
We are not gospel. We are not Gregorian.
That honestly could be a good band name.
Not gospel.
Not gospel.
Oh man.
Opening up now for Agnostic Front. Yeah, Logan was my first session actually when I was in.
Was that right?
Yeah, you
Oh.
were actually my first session. I moved up here by way of Pennsylvania,
session,
and I don't know, he saw me playing with this other band and was just like, "Yeah, you should record for me." And I'm like, "Okay,
you should be in
can I
my
do that?"
band.
Yeah, no, it was kind of like that. And then
in a Monty Burns pose and
in a much more Smithers-y actually,
Oh.
just like. Sure, you should come record. But yeah, no, freaking like basically, I don't know. If it weren't for hooking up with you, I might not have actually realized that I could be a session drummer.
Yeah,
and I could play other stuff.
Yeah, I mean now you've done a lot of great records since. He's doing Ian Flanagan's next album. This guy Dan Lavoie, who's kind of a local boy, I guess. He's in
Beacon.
Beacon.
Right?
Where's
Daryl's
house?
Is that Beacon?
That's like Daryl's house is I think like kind of it's just above Newburgh.
Yeah, I can't think of the name.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh no, that's the Falcon. Where the fuck is Daryl's house?
Pauling, New York.
Pauling,
yeah,
that's the one.
Because
so Dan Lavoie is he's a crazy guitar slinger that's going all across the country right now.
Yeah, I think since we cut that record, he's been on the road straight for like 4 months.
Yeah,
5 months, something like that.
And then what else
Jesus.
did you do? I think has that been it so far?
Yeah, that's pretty much been it so far. But
yeah, I mean,
there's
still
always stuff in the works.
Along.
But
yeah.
And also gotta focus on my Logan. I gotta give Logan his time.
I wish people could see how adorable this thing is.
And then Evan and I actually have kind of a similar story. He was in a band that he hated too. It was just
I wouldn't say I hated them, but we weren't doing quality
people,
work.
Like, yeah.
So when that kind of fell apart, they kind of put their feelers out and were like, "Hey, we heard you're looking for another band to play." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'll take."
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to trying to play with you guys because I've been wanting to play with Brady since I saw him playing with his old band because we opened for them a couple times. And then I was just kind of waiting for Logan to decide to want a band because he was doing his solo act stuff. And I was like, anytime you feel like picking up more people, I like your music. So
I'm here, I'm doing it.
That's kind of what happened.
And when
I fell into it.
When I heard he was in the group, I was like, that kid from that band? Really? Yeah. And then we got in the room and it's like, he has chops.
He's actually talented.
We good.
Huh. Maybe I'll just shut my mouth and play for a little while. Okay. That's awesome.
Oh, boy.
Well,
I would throw out the name of that band, but I don't want to get blacklisted. So keep that on low.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't tell Hanson. Anything we talk about, don't worry. It's all safe. So tell me,
Joey Fatone is not coming after you, sir.
He's a large man. He could hurt somebody.
Mm.
So tell me real quick what you guys have coming up. Shows, recording,
Yeah,
let people know.
I am a senior in college right now, so a lot of my time this past year or so has been dedicated to that. So the album came out January, but we haven't really done an official release party yet. So I think that's the next thing on the horizon is getting that organized somewhere in the area. We're Socrates, Kingston area, so somewhere up there. We have our other band Of the Atlas with our friend Jay Woodruff, where we're just kind of his backing band. Just the summer and forward, we're just going to be hitting the pavement and pursuing it as much as we can.
Yeah,
so.
Cool. We're ready to play out. Anybody listening, you want a fucking good band? We got
two.
Sorry, I cursed.
We got two bands.
All right, well, gentlemen, multimedia gentleman who didn't say much, and that's fine.
They're meant a few words, but
I'd be on the lookout for a music video. I think is probably
to be in the
words.
words.
Yeah. That's our next project.
I don't know what song yet, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, follow us on Facebook.
Yeah,
like
Facebook.
Logan Callahan on Facebook.
Facebook.com/Logan Callahan Music, LoganCallahan.com,
Instagram.
Instagram/Logan Callahan Music.
Same
Cool.
for OT.
LoganCallahan.bandcamp.com. Yeah. And then of the Atlas is easy to find.
Yeah.
There's no music on that.
Pornhub.com.
Pornhub.com. RedTube.
/Logan Callahan. Cool. Well, thank you for sitting with us. Thank you for playing Record Store Day.
Thank you much for having us.
You know, we did an into the cuts. Now we
horse
got
noise was the cue that we were done.
So yeah, so that was
that was it.
That was
we're done.
There you have it.
Go home.
That's
Actually, you're probably at home. Maybe you're driving.
I usually drive when I listen to podcasts.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't really listen to them at home.
Although we just got an Apple TV the other day, and you
you
can sync your podcast app so it plays through your TV and plays these really great
visuals,
super HD slow moving, slow panning photo visuals.
Oh yeah, that little screen, like the Nat Geo screensaver. With animals.
Like on the Chromecast where it just sort of rotates like pictures.
Penguins,
yeah, except on this one, it's like it is
move.
a video, like a super HD video. Super cool. So you can try that while you're taking.
They Ken Burns it, where they zoom in on the photo and make it. Yeah.
In fact, when I got home from Record Store Day last night, I went home and I took a bath and threw a bath bomb in and just was relaxing, just soothing my aching muscles. While Jenny listened to S-Town, and it's super depressing in the other room, really loud.
That's a good story.
We went to Billy Bob's and had some beers, and then I went to bed.
I just went to bed.
Shout out to John B. McLemore and to Billy Bob's.
Thanks, Billy Bob's.
So that's our Record Store Day podcast. Thanks everyone for listening. We'll be back in a couple weeks with another episode of the Darkside Records podcast. Until then, stop in the store. We do have a bunch of titles still left over, probably at the time of the airing of this podcast. You can see all the leftovers. We'll have a list up on our site that you can peruse.
Give us a call, shoot us a Facebook message, email, or just come in.
Yeah.
And we'll hook you up. We do ship. So
we're allowed to ship now.
If you're far away, we got you.
If you're looking for something specific, give us a call. If we can get it, we will.
To the gentleman who called me at 10 a.m. yesterday morning asking me to send him Coheed and Cambria, you never had a chance, fella.
Now, however...
Now you still have a chance because we're all sold out.
Yeah, and everybody seems to be sold out as far as I can tell.
So we'll see you in a couple weeks. Thanks for listening. I'm Jay Bate.
I'm Berto.
I'm JJ.
This is Darkside Record Podcast.
We done now? What?
Berto's got some horse meat to get to.
This is JB and the Moose in the morning.
I'm done.